Several significant players miss out on representing Team USA at Marco Simone. After months of anticipation, USA Ryder Cup captain Zach Johnson has unveiled his captain's picks to finalize the 12-man squad for the upcoming match at Marco Simone. While notable names like LIV Golf player Brooks Koepka, a resurgent Ricky Fowler, and Ryder Cup stalwart Justin Thomas secured wildcard spots, there are other high-profile players who won't be donning the Team USA colours. Here are the marquee names absent from Team USA's Ryder Cup roster. Keegan Bradley. Keegan Bradley, a 37-year-old golfer, had his hopes pinned on being one of Johnson's wildcard selections, stating, "I think about it every second I'm awake." However, despite his earnest desire to compete at Marco Simone, Bradley's dream of a third Ryder Cup appearance didn't materialize. Bradley boasts a Ryder Cup record of 4-3-0 from his previous appearances in 2012 and 2014. His victory at the Travelers Championship in June bolstered his case for inclusion in the 2023 lineup. Nevertheless, Bradley fell just shy of securing an automatic qualifying spot, and in a highly competitive field, he ended up being one of the unlucky omissions. Lucas Glover. Lucas Glover's late-season surge, which included consecutive wins in the St. Jude FedEx Championship and BMW Championship, couldn't secure the 43-year-old golfer a maiden Ryder Cup berth. With an unremarkable season, Glover had limited chances of automatic qualification. To solidify his case for selection, Glover needed a standout performance in the PGA Tour's season-ending Tour Championship. Unfortunately, his T18 finish fell short of making a compelling argument for Johnson to choose him as a wildcard. Cameron Young's Zach Johnson acknowledged the challenge of calling Cameron Young to inform him that he hadn't made the Ryder Cup team during his press conference unveiling the captain's picks. Young's omission is particularly perplexing. The 2022 PGA Tour Rookie of the Year enjoyed an impressive season, highlighted by a T8 finish in the Open and a T2 performance in the WGC Match Play, showcasing his suitability for the format. Even more striking is the fact that Young outperformed Colin Morikawa, Sam Burns, Ricky Fowler, and Justin Thomas in the race for automatic qualification, yet the latter four were chosen over him. At 26 years old, Young still has ample time to establish himself as a regular on the USA Ryder Cup team, but he must wait for at least 2 more years for a potential debut. Tony Finau. Despite participating in the 2 most recent Ryder Cup matches, Tony Finau finds himself omitted from this year's roster. Finau had already recognized that he was on the outside looking in before the 3M Open in July. While he managed a T7 finish in that tournament, his subsequent performance in the 3 FedEx Cup playoffs events wasn't enough to sway Johnson's decision. Finau ultimately finished tied for 17th in the Tour Championship, failing to secure a place on the Ryder Cup team and a chance to add to his overall record of 3-3-0. Bryson DeChambeau Brooks Koepka, another LIV Golf player, secured one of Zach Johnson's 6 wildcard spots after narrowly missing automatic qualification. However, DeChambeau, also from the same circuit, did not find a place on the team. DeChambeau's Ryder Cup journey began with 3 losses at Le Golf National in France. 3 years later at Whistling Straits, he enjoyed a different outcome, winning 2 matches and halving one as Team USA regained the trophy. DeChambeau's move to LIV Golf raised questions about his future Ryder Cup participation. Despite securing top 10 finishes in 2 of his 4 major appearances in 2023, he didn't ascend the points list enough to qualify automatically. Although DeChambeau carried his good form into LIV tournaments, notably claiming victory at the Greenbrier with a record-breaking 58, it wasn't sufficient to convince Johnson to grant him a 3rd consecutive Ryder Cup appearance. Dustin Johnson. Dustin Johnson, another LIV Golf representative, wasn't on the brink of automatic qualification, finishing 34 places behind Xander Schauffele in the final standings. Despite lacking recent strong form, with a T10 finish at the US Open being his notable performance in 2023 majors, Johnson's vast Ryder Cup experience couldn't be overlooked. Johnson has made 5 Ryder Cup appearances, tallying an overall record of 12-9-0, including a perfect 5-0-0 showing in his last outing 2 years ago. His pedigree in the event made him a compelling candidate for selection, despite his position in the points list. What's your take on this topic? Tell us in the comments section below. That's it for today's video. Hit that subscribe button and ring the notification bell to stay updated with our latest videos.